Hello everyone, I hope you've had a great day so far and that you're doing well. For this video we'll be continuing our unboxing through the Transformers Classic Class line from Blokees with Classic Class 21 Megatron. And this version of Megatron is actually the Dark of the Moon version Megatron, not to be mistaken with the previous Megatron releases, which has been from the first Bayverse movie. Now, as for the general release of this Megatron, I'd probably say we're looking at the beginning of 2026. I've only just recently picked him up, as well as Bumblebee, who will be next week's unboxing. Anyway, getting straight into it, here's the front of the box for Dark of the Moon Megatron. So Blokees have changed some of the box style around. So still a bit of a lithographic background, but it's more of an actual background picture than what we've seen previously. Being Dark of the Moon Megatron, it's probably supposed to be more of a desert outback type scene, which I guess aligns to what we saw him the first time in the movie. So that is a nice shot of Megatron front and center with his very weird hunchback design. In terms of the box, so things I hadn't noticed previously, other than how many pieces it tells you, which is 92. There is a sizing scale, so this is of the medium size. Large is probably the action class, small is probably the little blind box versions, which I do want to pick up in the near future. So that's just an interesting observation of the box. Side of the box, so another shot of Megatron and the logo with his name there as well. And on the other side, front shot of Megatron and a rear shot, and his included accessory, which will just be his infamous shotgun weapon. Back of the box, once again, has changed a bit. It's become a lot more plainer. So we have another shot of Megatron there. A very interesting aesthetic. And then the bottom here with his shotgun and the included runners. That particular pose of Megatron definitely reminds me of his definitely last few scenes within Dark of the Moon. Okay, so that was the box done. Time to look inside. Okay, front of the manual and the back, which has become quite plain, but it does just have Blokees, Transformers, specifically Dark of the Moon. Opening the manual, so we just have a bit of a larger breakdown of the runners and parts, and then straight into the build. So normal bio, unfortunately, maybe just because it's these particular type of characters, or maybe they just found there was a little interest, who knows. Build wise, it is exactly what we're pretty much used to seeing. So there's the main completed body once everything is attached: head, left and right arm, body and crotch, and then both legs. So Megatron will have a crotch section, where some previous builds have had integrated builds, but that's very cool. And lastly, accessory and the base. We do still get the little base effects, which is very nice. So that was the manual, and as always we do get a little manual regarding battery replacements. Okay, so with that out of the way, what else did we get? Get the usual bag of loose parts, so the effect parts, the LED, and there are a few clear components as well, which I will leave in the bag, as well as, I suspect, Megatron's actual main breast piece. So that's in the bag, just to make sure everything doesn't get lost for the time being. And we also get, what I dare say, the third iteration of the Blokees base, just the one large base piece now. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. So that was that. Now, the runners. 2As, 1 and 2. Here we go. Both in I dare say, it's definitely a grey. I don't think it's a dark grey, but it's definitely a very solid grey colour. So we have these two. The detailing is very nice. Get some of the detailing there. So that's his shotgun weapon, so the detailing is very nice there. But yeah, definitely highly detailed. Now for some reason I feel like there's a slight sheen on these pieces, but it could very well be me. So that was A's 1 and 2. We have bees 1 and 2 still in the grey as well. So I can see his head, probably some hand attachments and things like that. Can we get a nice close-up on his head? We can. So obviously that's his head remains from Revenge of the Fallen, after the damage he sustained from that. So that's cool that we have that. So bees 1 and 2. Actually, we pretty much have like 2 of every runner. C's 1 and 2 in a... I'm not too sure what this colour is. Tan, I dare say. I think this is basically the colours reflective of him having to adopt a Earth-based Ultimate versus a Cybertronian one, hence it's going to be a very interesting clash of colours. But either way, C's 1 and 2. D's 1 and 2 still in tan. Still got some nice detailing here as well. And then lastly, we have a E1 in very dark grey black, pretty much for the wheels of his vehicle mode. Not that he transforms or anything. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the unboxing of Classic Class 21 Megatron from Dark of the Moon. Definitely looks very cool to put together. I am looking forward to doing so. When I get to him, I do not know. My work-life balance, can't even use the word balance, it's completely imbalanced, unbalanced, not sure which way is the correct grammatical term. So I'm definitely building at a much slower rate just because I'm having to dump a lot more hours into my work life than my life. Am I happy for it? No. But anyway, we will make do. I think at this point in time, so as a point of this recording, I am still building Shockwave. So I'm probably maybe half a dozen builds behind, but that's okay. The Classic Class Transformers, I mean, after Bumblebee, pretty much will come to an actual end. So I will have caught up to the line. So after that, I'm hoping to get into the Action Class. Otherwise, there's all these blind box releases as well. So yeah, there's plenty of content to still do. It's just finding the time and acquiring it to do so. Anyway, leaving it there. Enough ranting from me. Thank you very much for watching this unboxing video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. This does help support the channel, and I do appreciate it. Extra content is also on my Instagram and YouTube community tab, but as just mentioned, it's a little bit slow just because of other priorities in life. With that being said, stay safe and take care, and I'll catch you all in a future video, whether it is the unboxing of Bumblebee next week or something else on the channel. See ya.